Greetings from light. In your energy matrix, lies the potential of dark and light. In equal measure, you choose which part to illuminate. None of it is a conscious decision, but it must be. To live conscious lives, the decision, the choice of what energies you wish to illuminate must be a conscious one. What you wish to let go of, what you wish to keep, must be a conscious one. When you live unconsciously, the light and dark strands of your energy matrix come to life by the will of conditioned response. Either a response that you have been taught by parents and community and society, or a response that you have subconsciously, unknowingly taught yourself due to experiences that you have received, experiences that you have lived through. When the will of conditioned response dictates the way you live, your life can never be a full and complete experience. It is an experience, yes, but it will not be an experience of your power. It is almost as though there is another being living, breathing, surviving within you, which decides whether you shall respond from the energies of the light strands or the energies of the dark ones. This sense of incomplete power, you then begin to create in your life as a real experience, where you bring in either one or more individuals who shall begin to dictate to you how you must live your life. And that person or those persons are nothing else but a mirror image of that unknown power of conditioned response that lives within you, almost like another entity. So today we shall talk of this equinox within you. Half light and half dark. You already know your own strands of light and dark. If we were to give you 2 moments to highlight in your mind 6 strands of light and 6 strands of dark, you would be able to do it in half the time given. So it is not ignorance that keeps you from living a conscious life. For you know yourself far better than you would like to believe. This half shall remain constant, however much work you do with and of the light. The proportion of light strands and dark strands remain constant. There is a reason. The human experience is the experience of choice. If there were no choices within you, this human experience would not be what it is meant to be. So when you work with the light or do work of the light or live conscious lives, what you are doing is not shifting the equation within. What you are doing is making more and more choices to activate the light strands. The dark strands remain, but the less you use them, the more dormant they become. Haven't you found that a certain characteristic trait of yours, which you believe you have completely overcome, in moments of stress, unbidden almost, comes to the fore? That is when the will of conditioned response activates that dark strand that you had been activating out of habit for a very long time. And in moments of acute stress, you forget to make the conscious choice. conscious living is easy when life is being led in the comfort zone. When stresses are few and far between, when life seems to be following your bidding, the choices that you make when you are living in that comfort zone are almost always choices of light strands. But where is the challenge? It is in moments of stress that the will of conditioned response must be at its weakest, when in fact at present it is at its strongest. But you cannot begin to teach yourself conscious choice when you are undergoing stress. You must start the learning process when you are living in your comfort zone. And though your unconscious choices too, when you are in your comfort zone, are of the light strands, the choice must still be made consciously so that you begin to create a habit which could stand you in good stead when you are experiencing stress. But before you can begin the habit of conscious choice, you must be like the autumn trees and let all the old leaves fall away. There must be a short time when you are absolutely bare. This is, in fact, more challenging than inculcating the habit of conscious choice. In that period, you have to be aware of every leaf that is falling, which means before moving from unconscious choice to conscious choice, there must be a period of acute self-awareness, of acute awareness of the unconscious choices you are making, with who, when, and in what situation. So a situation might be similar with two persons, and your awareness tells you that with one, the unconscious choice was pertaining to the light strands, but with the other, the unconscious choice was pertaining to the dark ones. This awareness, when it registers, creates that one leaf to fall. You have recognized that the will of conditioned response is strong, not due to the event or the situation, but the person. This awareness is very important because in certain situations, at certain times, the will of conditioned response will be strong for a given set of circumstances where the persons involved are immaterial. And at other times, the will of conditioned response will be strong due to the persons involved, immaterial of the set of circumstances, and there will be a very few times when both factors, circumstances and the people involved, create the strength of the will of conditioned response. In this stage of your autumn, do nothing except allow the leaves to fall. And every moment of aha, of awareness, of recognition is one leaf falling. Do not attempt to change the habit at present. Your tree must be bare. Once it is bare, once you have become acutely aware of all your unspoken, unbidden choices, then the tree is ready to start a fresh growth of leaves again. And how does each new leaf come upon this tree? Each conscious choice is a new leaf on that tree. It takes a tree one whole year for the leaves to fall, for the leaves to come, and for the leaves to fall again. The tree does not hasten this process. It is patient. It knows that 12 months are needed for one cycle to be complete. You too must be patient. This choice from unconscious to conscious shall take you a while. Hasten neither process. Do not delude yourself into believing that all the leaves have fallen. For if the dead leaves are still upon the tree, they will take the place which could otherwise remain vacant for the new leaves to spring forth. What we would suggest, therefore, is to break up this year into 3 parts. 4 months to allow your leaves to fall. And you might think that that is too long a time. But we can promise you, some of you shall need more. The next 4 months to allow the leaves to come up one by one by one, remembering that every moment of conscious choice is a new leaf bursting forth. The remaining 4 months to strengthen this habit so that the new leaves now get thicker and larger and bigger. And that tree is the one that shall give shade to others. You have your dark moments, your moments of anger, your moments of jealousy, your moments of fear. You have your light moments, your moments of faith, your moments of compassion, your moments of giving. Become aware of the persons with whom you have your light moments. Spend more conscious time with those. As you are allowing your leaves to fall, you shall need energetic and emotional sustenance to give you the strength to be the one that is guiding the falling of the leaves. This sustenance shall come from those persons with whom you naturally, effortlessly, yes, unconsciously move into a state of light. That shall be your sustenance. It would be easy for us to say, Do not spend time with those where you effortlessly, naturally, and yes, unconsciously move into a state of dark. But if we were to say that, then how would your leaves fall? So spend more time with those who shall give you sustenance, but do not escape or avoid those who are truly the ones who shall be the rungs of your spiritual ladder for this 12-month period. And each time you are with them, you shall remember this. Here is one rung. It is here for me to climb. If you remember that, if you remember that the person opposite you is your rung to your spiritual ladder, the leaf shall fall without effort. For in that recognition, your conscious choice shall eliminate or weaken the will of conditioned response. Do not chide yourself. Do not loathe yourself for the dark strands. Light is seen only when there is darkness. You are aware of a blank sheet of paper when there is one black dot upon it. That one black dot is very, very important. It draws your attention to the blank sheet of paper. So today we shall begin the process of allowing the leaves to fall. And we shall take you through a visualization. And there is a purpose for this visualization. As you go through this visualization and the energies that shall enter your system through the visualization, what you shall be doing is making yourself ready and willing to enter the next 12-month period. The choice between light and dark is not a choice that all can make. It's not a choice that all are even ready to make. just as you had to live all of this while making your unconscious choices. If their journey is not over yet, they shall not be able to shed their leaves. Do not urge another to follow the process that you are, because it resonates with you. They might, out of love and respect for you, try to follow your example, but they shall only make their leaves stronger, for their leaves are not yet ready to fall. There comes a time in a forest when each tree is ready to let go of its leaves, and it does not happen at the same moment in time. So also, you must be focused upon your tree and allow all other trees to grow as they must, because they too shall come to their moment of readiness when they shall be bare of all the old leaves. So visualize yourself as a tree. It can be any tree of your choice. Visualize this tree in all its splendor. Note down all the details. The thickness of the bark of the tree, how widely its leaves and branches are spreading, how strong the roots are. It is a beautiful tree. The spirit of the tree is your spirit. You are the tree. Love this tree. Hug this tree. Hug the tree with all of your heart. Feel your spirit as it runs through the tree. Your spirit, that is the spirit of the tree, now makes a choice to allow its leaves to fall. As soon as you have made that choice, the winds of transformation begin to blow about the tree, and gently, at first, one by one, the leaves begin to fall, and then more rapidly, you, the tree, are beginning to feel lighter as the dead leaves fall to the ground. The tree is becoming bare. As you look down at the fallen leaves, you are struck by the beauty of the color of the leaves. Even though the leaves are dead, they are still beautiful, informing you that there is no part of you that is not beautiful. Take in the beauty of the color of the fallen leaves. The bare tree stands with only the trunk and the branches. And as you see the trunk and the branches, you are aware now that golden light is running up and down the tree and all the branches. The tree looks as though it has been lit by thousands of light bulbs. The light was always there, but you could not see it because the tree was covered with the dead leaves. Feel the energy of this golden light coursing through you, the tree. And now, very slowly at first, one by one, tiny green leaves begin to appear. The tree is being transformed. As the leaves continue to appear, let us go back just 48 hours of your life. Think of all the occasions in these 48 hours where you unconsciously made a choice of the dark strands. And all the choices that you made in the last 48 hours of the light strands. If there are words that you used which were a result of the unconscious choice of the dark strands, would you energetically go back and change the words, making them words that come from a conscious choice of the light strands? Do the same with thought and judgment and action only in the last 48 hours. Now turn your attention to the roots of the tree. You know that there are different strata in the earth, and depending upon where the roots go and fix themselves, the root shall give that kind of nourishment to the tree. You too have different strata. You have happiness. You have loving relationships. You have success at work. You have prosperity. You have health. You have resolution. There is so much that is available to you as earthly gifts. One by one, you as the tree send out your roots to the strata that you wish to enjoy. Again, this is your conscious choice. You have a divine right to be the happiest that you can. Sadness and sorrow and fear and loss does not need to be part of your human experience anymore. Choose it not to be so. Remember, within your energy, there is half of light and half of dark. And just as the equinox cannot be changed, so also this half and half cannot be changed. But you can choose which half you would like to strengthen. The stronger that half is, the more powerfully will it manifest in your everyday life. Send the roots down. Choose all or whichever strata that you desire. Nothing limits your roots. Nothing limits your branches. Nothing limits your leaves. Nothing limits you, the tree. The fuller you are, the bigger you are, the richer you are, the more shade shall you give another, the more fruits shall you have to share with another. Send your roots down well and deep. Remember This is not just a visualization. This is a choice that you are exercising. And it is this choice that shall be the energy that will fuel you for the next 12 months. Hug your tree and become one with it. You are the spirit of the tree. May the light of the light be your choice forevermore.